You know, he does have a lot of really weird made-up sounding catchphrases.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
This is Toxic with RhymeSick.
And you have my guarantee it will blow your feeble mind!
Okay, that's enough!
Got your boy Statik G here.
You said my name a minute ago. What was that about?
What dimension are you from?
Get in the damn ship! Everything's on a cob! The whole planet's on a cob!
Toxic! RhymeSick. Tune your ass in.
Prepare yourself for oblivion!
Toxic with RhymeSick. This is Statik G.
Kyle, Jenn.
What up, y'all? This is Statik G.
This is Jenn the Gem.
And this is Toxic with RhymeSick. We are here to talk a little bit about RhymeSick, tell you a little bit about what's going on, see what we got going on, and talk about Jenn today. We are on No Fucks Given Radio. Got my man in this building, Unknown Factor. How you doing, bro?
Man, just loving it. Really, loving this radio currently. Loving all the different shows. Loving the fact of the fucking variety of hosts I got. And hey, Jim, much love to have you back on the radio, for real. If you want to, because we got some shit, if you wanted to check some shit way back in the day with her, yeah, you can check that No Fucks Given Hour interview with Monster City. But Jesus, that's been, God, Jim, how long ago was that?
Oh, God, I can't even, maybe a year? Over a year, at least.
Damn, yeah.
Thank you for having me back, bro. Good to hear from you.
Hell no. Don't thank me. Statik's the one that had you on. He's the host of the show. I want to thank Statik and all my other hosts on this No Fucks Given Radio. I love what's coming together. But hell yeah, much love to y'all.
Hey, it's always a pleasure to be here. We got Mesn in the background, too.
Monster City.
Monster City's in this bitch, in effect, as we speak. So, we're actually sitting here about to smoke this blunt. We're actually about to head to Beat Made Fest tonight. That's with my man Stevie Miles out there in Georgia. Have you ever played out there in Georgia, Jem?
I have not. I'm super excited for it, though.
Yeah, because you're about to perform in Georgia twice on this Stay Down tour, which is in Augusta and Atlanta.
ATL, here we come.
Hell yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get a little bit more to that in a minute. For right now, let's talk about who Jem is. Basically, tell us about how long you've been singing, rapping, where you got your start, what made you want to actually pursue this as a career, you know?
Well, you know what? I mean, when it comes to singing, any singer, it comes from the soul, it comes from the heart, it comes naturally. So I've been singing as far as talking, walking, same with dancing. Music has always been really intense to me and moved me in every sense of the way that it could. Mm-hmm. I started rapping when I was about 13, 14 years old. Because my brother Slim, rest in peace, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have never pursued rapping. And I messed around with it, played around. You know, everybody wants to try to find fame, or everybody wants to see how far they can take their dreams. And one day I met Mesn, who actually could take me as far as my dreams wanted to go. And now we're doing the damn thing. Honestly, like I told you earlier, if it wasn't for this cat, I wouldn't still be doing it. So thanks to Monster City, there is a Jenn the Gem.
Hell yeah, Mesn's definitely stepped it up, and we're glad that you guys came together as Monster City and came to RhymeSick as the group, you know, and you guys also put out your solo work, too. I remember we got No Place Like Home that came out, and that dropped last year, and we're about to get ready for some new stuff, aren't we?
Yes, we are. You guys don't even know what's coming for you. We got a whole different kind of mix this time.
Mm-hmm. So you guys, last time I talked to Mesn on Toxic, he was talking about you guys are working on some brand new exclusive material able to be on iTunes and all that, and as well as other material that you guys are going to work on for a mixtape. So can we expect a couple mixtapes, maybe a mixtape from you guys, maybe an album by this end of this year, maybe next year?
Oh, yeah. I'm aiming for the end of this year for sure, depending on how we can get working. But the mixtape for sure this year, but I want to get an album and a mixtape if possible.
Yeah.
We got, you know, the highways and avenues in order to do that. With RhymeSick, we can do it all.
Absolutely.
So it's time. I want to get down and get a new CD out. I know Mesn wants to get a new CD out. People don't know what Monster City has coming for them, and I don't think they're ready.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to get this stuff going. We've always been big fans of Monster City here at RhymeSick, and that's one of the reasons we even signed you guys. And, you know, we're happy to have you here. So besides RhymeSick, you guys definitely have put in work. It's not like we just signed you guys and you guys were just brand new. You guys have been putting in your work, and you guys were working with Ill Advisory for a long time. I know you guys are still working with them, doing stuff, and cool with all those guys. I personally have met all of them, and I think they're all good ass people. Tell me a little about that. Excuse me.
Well, with the ill ones, I mean, I was one of those. Everybody, especially if you're good at what you do, you meet people who are like, hey, I'll get you in the studio. Hey, come rap with my crew. Well, I met Thumper Mall, one of my best friends, my brother, a member of Ill Advisory, Thumper, and he was like, come to the studio, check it out, meet my boy Mesn, and we just started clicking ever since then. Ever since day one, I got in with all of Ill Advisory. That's my family. No matter what, I'm ill to the death of me. Monster City to the death of me. That's why we say MCIA, Monster City Ill Advisory. If you didn't know, now you know, nigga.
Oh shit.
So I mean, that's it. That's what got me into trusting people enough to put my sound out there, because I met these brothers and they became part of my family. It worked. We vibed together. I mean, Mac Valley, the way that he sings and the way that he and Mac, the Mile High City track on No Place Like Home.
Yep.
That's all of Ill Advisory. So if you want to know who Ill Advisory is, you listen to that CD. It's got all 5 of us. Mile High City, No Place Like Home.
Yep.
And the other vocals, the male vocals on it, Mac Valley, and just together as a group, nothing could stop. I ventured out in our own avenues. We're all good at what we do, and we all want to see as far as we could take it personally, sololy, and where we're at. We still represent each other. We still take care of each other. We're still there for one another.
Absolutely. Actually, one of the reasons we even ended up signing you guys, because I remember we were starting to scout for Denver, Colorado area talent, and we were really trying to see who was putting in moves and who was dope. And I remember hearing you guys on, I think, what mixtape was that you guys were on? Colorado Hotbox. Yeah. That was a good mixtape, and I remember hearing you guys on that, and I said, basically, if I was going to fuck with anybody, it was going to be those cats, you know what I'm saying? And it was cool, and then we ended up meeting you guys, and we ended up actually doing a lot of talking. And after signing you guys, and you guys being on the label for as long as you have, I mean, that's definitely been an honor and a pleasure to work with you guys. And I think you guys have been killing it. We got a lot more killing to do.
Thank you. I mean, I'm happy that I'm with RhymeSick. Once I met RhymeSick as a whole, it's just full of phenomenal artists. I mean, the work this team puts in for one another and the movement and shit that people are doing is something to at least see at least once. If you ain't ever seen it, you got to catch a RhymeSick show somewhere, somehow, because every single person on this label makes me proud to call myself RhymeSick. So thank you. Well,
thank you for being a part of it, because that's the thing about RhymeSick is it's not just one or two people or just like even a team. It's a squad where we got management teams, we got artists that are part of the management, we got literally crew out there, we got a team from tour aspects all the way to the to the actual artistry and everything that goes behind show promotion and event throwing and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, this is a shout out right now also, since you mentioned it, to the whole RhymeSick crew for actually coming together and putting in the work you guys do, and we really appreciate it. And that includes you guys here at NFGR for holding it down and putting it down for us.
Damn, and here I was gonna be like, shout out to RhymeSick for fucking holding down a show over on this motherfucker on NFGR and shit. But thank you, Statik, much obliged.
Got you, dog. So moving on, I mean, we definitely want to touch base on what we got coming up too. So we've gotten to know Jenn a little bit, where you've been at, and I wanted to take a second to talk about where we're going in the future. Right now, like I said, we had Monster City's new CD coming out, the mixtape coming out. We're also working on some brand new merch. And one thing I'm really working on developing, and one thing I really want to develop, is individual artist lines. And I was just talking to Mesn about this today, that I want to get basically how I have like the Statik G line, and then there's the LSP and the RhymeSick lines and stuff like that. I want to get basically a Jenn line, Mesn line, a Monster City line, like 3 different ones there. I want to get Fade his and Doc Seuss his, and et cetera, et cetera. But I really think that's going to be some cool stuff. We're working on Jenn right now and Mesn. If you're at home, let me know what you guys think about maybe a Miss Me with That Bullshit t-shirt. Let me know what you think about that. We've got Mesn Kitty shirts. We got Jenn the Gem logo shirts we're thinking about putting out. What would you think about them, Jenn?
Well, if you look at, you see my logo, them Rolling Stones lips lighting down on some ice.
Yep.
Tell me if you like that. If not, we can venture on some new categories, but I'm probably going to have a different type of logo, but the same feel. I like those Rolling Stones lips. You can't get more rock star than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is some rock star shit. If you don't know what she's talking about, look, it's right on there, that Jenn the Gem logo.
And I'm not sure what Mesn's doing, but if it has anything to do with kitties and crosses upside down, it's fucking fire.
We were actually just talking. There's a little sneak peek for the listeners at home. This is brand new, exclusive thoughts. But it all starts with a thought, right? So we've been working on the Mesn kitty shirts too. We were thinking about doing these kitty shirts, but not just one, having like a different type of kitty for each shirt. It'd be the same base cat, but different colors. Like you have the orange and black cat, the calico. You'd have the black and white cat. You know, like everybody's gonna see their own cat in these shirts too. So it's gonna be extra dope.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. You know you love kitty shirts.
I'm gonna get me
Everybody
a Goku shirt.
loves
That's for
kitty
sure.
shirts.
It's gonna have like the Goku pattern.
Right, I gotta have a Taze and a Batman shirt. We're gonna make them. We're using our cats as the example. So if you love the shirt, you gotta come around and meet the cat.
Yeah, meet the cat behind the shirt.
You're gonna have my wife fucking buying 2 shirts because we got 2 cats. What the hell? Shit.
That's the idea, bro.
That's the point.
Anybody who's a cat lady that's a fan of RhymeSick is gonna like hate you, Statik, for that fucking. They're like, shit. I need 20 goddamn Mesn shirts.
Hey man, you'd be surprised.
I have one in every color.
Hey man, Mesn was telling me he's had some thug ass dudes just walk up like, I really like that kitty shirt.
Yeah. Hey, I like that kitty shirt. Shit.
I like this cool kitty shirt so much. I stole one and I'm wearing it right now. This is Mesn shirt. Well, it wasn't until I was it.
Yeah. So and along with
became a dub exclusive original.
Right. She made it her own. So yeah, along with the new kitty shirt, the new Jenn and Gem shirts, maybe the Miss Me, whatever you guys, we like to listen to the fans. If you want it, just let us know. We'll think about it, and if it makes sense, I've definitely already taken a fan design.
Booty, panties, and songs.
Speaking of which, we just got some RhymeSick panties that got the nice little RhymeSick logo running down the side. It's like, damn. Love to see some booty rocking these RhymeSick booty shorts.
And models, we encourage you to send in photos of how much you like your merchandise, especially the booty shorts.
Yeah.
Send at RhymeSick. Send all those photos.
Hell yeah. So send all those photos to Mesn at RhymeSick, and we'll filter them, go through them. It's going to be dope. We'll put them on our Facebooks and shit. Perfect. So, yeah, we also got some RhymeSick roster shirts. I don't know if y'all at home have seen that shit. I'm pretty sure you have. With the whole lineup, we got all the artists on there. We even got the manager Joe in there, who's been putting in work since the start, helping me build this. He's even got a little spot in there. He's in the back left corner. If you were wondering who the guy named Coach was, that's him. We got Jenn. We got Monster City, Doc Seuss, Fade. We even got the old school homies that have been on RhymeSick but have been taking a hiatus on that bitch, like Dizzle and Alphamatic, and even my little brother Generation is on that bitch. So that's some good shit. Make sure to pick that up. That's actually coming out next. But you know where you're going to be able to find most of this shit at? It's going to be on tour. That's where we like to do business. Because I mean, it's cool. Buy online, please buy online. That's dope. Rep your squad. Always put in for your team. But it's dope when you get to come up and see us, shake our hands, we autograph it. Come to the shows and check us out, check our live set out, and then get your merch there too. Shit. Buy a CD, maybe come at the show, buy a ticket, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, we are going to hit the Statik G No Days Off tour with Monster City between the Project Pat tour as well. So we're going to be hitting fucking dates. Work. So we're going to be hitting dates literally fucking from July 12th all the way through August 5th. We'll probably take a brief hiatus between Hollywood and Colorado just to build up the Colorado show even better. But we're going to be there every motherfucking time. We're actually doing a dope set this time. We're doing not this time. We do it every time. Motherfuckers is RhymeSick. What you mean? But
I like how he asked.
Yeah, talking to Statik Jesus.
Yeah, I have to have a talk with myself sometimes. A word with Jesus. Anyway,
that's the new show.
Yep.
Let's have a word with Jesus.
Welcome, my child.
Cooking in his.
Oh wait.
Statik Jesus apron.
Yeah.
I feel like you need. I feel like you need to make that a new fucking segment now, Statik. Like a word with Jesus.
What's that? Yes. Come listen to the radio show, my child.
Bro, your cat just backed up on my ankle.
My cat's on her period, and she has a thing for Gem and Mesn.
She loves the Monster City. She's a monster kitty.
Yeah.
She wants the Monster City.
Yeah. It's my Monster Kitty wants Monster City, and she would even be wearing a T-shirt if we made kitty size T-shirts.
Oh,
That's what I was gonna
as
say.
many
I was
likes
gonna say,
as we can get on that. I like that one.
Statik was telling me, he was like, I have to get up and go space. He's like, fucking like it? Meow, 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 fucking like it, huh? Meow.
So yeah.
Fucking like it. Shut up.
That's how I if you didn't hear, that's how I train my cat. Is I can't feel good like she's having hormones. I can't feel good like slapping her or yelling at her or doing anything like that. So well, she likes a good spanking, but what I mean is like I'm going up there and I'm like meow, 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 meow. I just annoy her and then she's like, wow, this does suck. I'm gonna go in the other room and handle my shit.
People sit here and call Statik a cat beater, and really his punishment is meowing in your cat's face. I'll meow back in your face, fucker.
All of you cat people out there, be jealous. Be very jealous because you have nothing on this dude. I showed up at his house and he has a litter box on his toilet. His cat's pissed on the fucking toilet.
Yep.
Be jealous. I am.
Hey man, you gotta teach the kitties. You gotta teach them what's up. Unknown, do you have any pets?
Man, yeah, man, I just
Like
told
that
you I got 2 cats. Yeah, I got 2 cats and a dog, man. Yeah, I love animals. Yeah, for real.
Are they using the toilet?
Man, I thought, look, you're as bad as me, Statik, as far as remembering conversations I had. Because I done told you that I wanted you to train my cat how to use the fucking toilet.
I know. Last night, Casper straight up fucking knocked the toilet down. We were just sitting here, me and Izzy were just sitting here smoking a blunt, and then I hear the toilet seat slam down. Boom! I'm just like, oh my god, that's dope. Crazy ass cat.
He said, and cut.
Yeah,
awesome.
man, no. I need you
Animals
to
are
train.
awesome.
I just need
Sorry,
Statik to train my fucking cat. That's all. But hell yeah. I far prefer like my dog. I love my dog. She's an asshole to everyone else, though. I'll tell you that much. But she's a great dog. Hell, you can see her in a bunch of the fucking live feeds I've done. It's a funny thing. She pops up for features occasionally.
Yeah. Eventually she's popped on here before.
Oh yeah. You occasionally hear her bark. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's an asshole.
Actually, the dog whisperer, the guy that goes, that shit fucking works. That's how I train my cat.
Right. She taught me that.
Yeah.
My girl taught me that. I was like, I used to go, my girl, what the fuck are you doing? That ain't scary shit. There's a, and they're like, whoa, wait a minute.
So like, hey, calm down. You don't have to say the T and the S and the S and the
I
T.
didn't have to do it all at once.
Drastic.
I might have to use
I
that
love
technique.
animals to the point where, like, I have a hard time, like, trusting people if they don't trust animals. You know what I mean? You don't got animals. Why should I come in?
You shouldn't. Everyone should have animals.
So we're gonna take a little break for the music. Let the music rock. And during this break, you're gonna hear some Jenn music, maybe some Monster City, and then we're gonna come back and do 2 more, maybe 3 more segments. Let you know what we got cooking, and then we gotta go to Beatmate Fest. We're all hitting the road together, and we're gonna head to Johnstown. So stick around. You got some shit queued up right now. This is RhymeSick, this is motherfucking Talk Sick with RhymeSick. Stay tuned in this bitch. Tell your friends.
Because for real,
Tell your mom.
The Sky's the Limit by Jenn. We'll be right back.
It's time to have a good time. Me and my girls gon' get high. Us homies looking so fly. Tear it up and have a good night. Let's get it. I'm feeling so right. That Jordan Kush made me feel like I'm finally living the good life. Now I realize the limit's the sky. Yeah, the sky's the limit. Now it's one of those nights and I'm looking for something, but maybe nothing, no wifey or husband. Instead someone just call my cousins. Let's get fucked up and start the busting. Cause it's our damn right to get loose. Start a fight, lose my shoes, grab a mic, kill these screws. Ooh, that's how we do. Did you really just do that? Yep, that's how I do. It's time to have a good time. Me and my girls gon' get high. Us homies looking so fly. Tear it up and have a good night. Let's get it. I'm feeling so right. That Jordan Kush made me feel like Now I'm turning over a new leaf, trying to live my life a bit differently. Understanding me, it's about family. So can you please unhand the beast? And if you stand for me, then I'ma stand for we. And if you can the beat, then I'ma plant the seed. Bring with me the reality that things ain't always what they seem. Deception, correction, the depths in your complexion. Misdirection, hit the question, or get to stepping. One lesson, this blessing has consequences. So live it, young precious, give it all you got. It's never too late to make mistakes, and it's ever too great to sauce your plate. So if ever we take this place to face, I'ma own this grace Mona Lisa made. Ha, don't think too hard, It's time to have a good time. Me and my girls gon' get high. Us homies looking so fly. Tear it up and have a good night. Let's get it, I'm feeling so alright. That Jordan Kush made me feel like I'm finally living a good life. Now I realize the limit's the sky. Yeah, the sky's the limit.
You have to tell me when.
What's going on here?
This is Tony Maldonado, listening to No Fuck Given Radio.
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
I'm new to it, baby. I'm a virgin.
I'm just fucking with you.
If you want to check out any of my art, feel free to look me up on Facebook, Tony Maldonado.
You removed it from its original packaging.
Deviant art under the Cuco King. I got all kinds of shit on there.
Your attention, please.
Check out PIJane.com if you want to check out some comic work and some fun storytelling between a private investigator and some fighting food items.
Whenever there's a crime to be solved, I will be there to solve it.
That's about it. That's where I'm at.
And there's more, but my fax machine ran out of ink, so I can't read it.
That good?
Do you know where you can buy ink for an Amiga brand fax machine?
Hey, what up? It's your boy Statik G at Talk Sick with RhymeSick. We're here with my homegirl.
Yeah, the gym.
And we are discussing many things, RhymeSick, Monster City, and Gem, as well as some things coming up that I always like to touch on, which is one of my favorite things in the world, marijuana. So everybody knows RhymeSick's huge backing of marijuana, my personal backing. Everybody, we all love it. We all smoke it.
It's Denver, Colorado.
It's Denver, Colorado, 420 all the time. But I always like to ask everybody knows how I smoke. I like my blunts, and I like to pipe up here and there. But how do you smoke your weed?
I smoke joints. I like blunt size papers, so like king size papers.
Mm-hmm.
King size. Queen size, just don't do it. King size paper, cut it a little bit in half so there's not too much paper.
Right.
I'm a singer. Tobacco's a little much for me. I'll smoke a blunt. If you got a blunt, by all means, offer me some of that blunt, and I will say yes. Let me know what's inside of it, though, just in case, so I'm a heads up for what's coming, you know. But I like joints. I prefer papers. It's a lot smoother. You still get a lot of your taste. With a bowl, you kind of got to rotate that shit so that it don't taste fried. Blunt tastes like tobacco more than anything, but can't beat a joint.
Yeah, that's true. I'm actually trying to cut back on my blunts. I smoke far too many. I started noticing it in my voice when I started rehearsing for this Project Pat tour coming up. I was like, damn, I've been smoking too many blunts. I'm starting to sound like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah. You know, so I'm considering cutting back. I'm trying to think, what if I just smoked maybe 1 in the morning, 1 at night?
I say smoke joints and it helps.
Damn. All right. Well, sometimes you don't always hear what you want to hear, but that's life. You know, that's Puff Life, and that's what we call this segment. This has been Puff Life.
Well, apparently I smoke blunts. Apparently.
Blunts.
It's a blunt size joint.
Yeah,
so you can smoke blunts. Just as much weed, but not no tobacco.
Right, you know.
Yaki tobacco.
Yaki tobacco. I'm trying to, you know, I quit cigarettes, and I don't even like the nicotine. I don't even know what it is I like about the blunt. Maybe it is the nicotine. Maybe I'm just going back to it.
He's lying to himself.
I'm lying to myself, people. I got to get over this blunt. It's time for blunt.
Blunt real quick. Hold on.
I know, right?
Where's the blunt at?
Yeah, we actually just smoked a fat blunt, actually. That's how we do things at blunts. Anyway, so that's Puff Life. You know, I try to stay smoking. How long you been smoking, Jem?
Mom, don't listen. Since I was 6.
Oh, damn.
I'm from Colorado, born and raised, and some of my neighbors used to grow weed in the shed, and we found out and robbed it and smoked it, and it was awesome. But then I stopped for a while, so about middle school, and then it just stayed there. Went through. So I'm a stoner. I think I would have problems if I wasn't. Even some doctors try to say I would. But fuck them. You don't need pills, people. If you're on pills for anything, I don't give a shit what your problem is. smoke a little bit of weed and see if it don't change your motherfucking attitude.
Yo, I mean, I can vouch. I used to do every pill in the book, and I quit them all for weed, pretty much.
Boom.
Boom.
Hashtag it.
Hashtag that shit. Fuck pills. Smoke.
I just want
ounces.
to second
Smoke
and
weed
third
every
that
day.
comment.
Smoke weed every day.
Hell yeah. I just want to agree. That's all.
He's like, yes. Here.
Here, I agree.
Aye.
That's what's up, man. So, are you smoking on anything over there? Out in Indiana? What's the weed like right now?
Not as good as what you got, which makes me jealous.
Nothing what?
I said not as good as what you got, because I know what you got is way better.
At least you know that.
Yeah. At least you're aware, the first step.
But then go home afterwards, because our traffic is horrible.
If you do come by, make sure to stop by, say what's up. We're going to smoke some blunts with you, right, on the way in and on the way out. Much love, y'all. So we got some other things I want to touch on. Normally we like to kick it for an hour, maybe even longer, but, time is time, and we got shit to do. And we got this Beat Made Fest coming up, so we're going to kind of power through this interview. We will always have more time. We always have Jem coming back. We have Mesn coming back. We have all of us coming back to rock this Talk Sick with RhymeSick, you know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about the nerd side. We all here have a little bit of a nerd side, whether it's comic books, anime, video games, whatever it is. We all have a little nerd side. Jem, do you have something in particular that you're nerdy about, or what?
By nerdy,
I was gonna say.
Okay. Apparently that's nerdy. I love rocks. Flat rock, shaped rocks, bumpy rocks, smooth rocks, rocks, shiny rocks, crystals, minerals. Love that shit. Can't get enough of it.
Just not crack rocks.
No.
No crack rocks.
That was a long time ago, people. I've left that life behind.
That life was ditched in the dust.
In the dust, nothing on chance. But no, I love rocks, and I was I watched Dragon Ball Z a little bit, but I was kind of a Dragon Ball Z poser. And now I'm borrowing Statik G's collections, and bitches, I know what's up. Talk shit.
Hey, yeah, we were like, hey, we're gonna school you up. We're gonna teach you what's up. Yep. I actually have the whole collection, so she's actually watching them now. Everything's cool. So you might say you have a little bit of nerdiness for bitches, then? Are you nerdy for bitches?
Oh, I'm nerdy for bitches, especially nerd bitches. Sorry, bitch. But you know how it goes.
Yeah.
I was a nerd for beating the boys up, and then it turned into liking the girls, and then there it went.
Yeah.
Who's not nerdy for bitches? If you like bitches and you're nerdy for them, put your hands in the air. Okay.
I imagine a bunch of hands being raised right now.
You can put them down now.
How'd you know?
We're talking about the bitches.
So, I mean, I also say that because everybody knows, you're lesbian and stuff, and that I was just wondering, maybe you want to tell everybody a little bit about that, and like, if you just went to the Pride Fest, and how was that?
Pride is always awesome. All kind of people from around the world that you meet. I've been going since I was in middle school.
No shit. They've been doing that for a long time now?
Oh, God, they've been doing it forever. I started going. My first Pride was the end of middle school, beginning of high school. And it never, I mean, you meet all, like I said, you meet all kind of crazy people. And it's not just something for gay people. It's for supporters. It's for people who think they are, people who know they are. It's one big party of, hey, be yourself, act crazy, dress crazy. We want you to accept us. The gay community, obviously, we're already accepted, and fuck what anybody says, because we're here, and we're here to stay, honey.
Mm-hmm.
And I've met the most amazing people I've ever met because of the lifestyle I live and the people that I have around me. I mean, obviously, for everybody coming out and being who you are is one of the hardest things in the world to admit. More to yourself, but once you do it, I promise you fucking, no walls will ever restrict you. Nothing will ever hold you back, because that's one of the hardest things to ever get over and to ever feel accepted. And once you do that, I mean, you're on top of the world. Once you accept yourself, no matter what it is, if it's gay or what have you, and if you got something about you that somebody don't like, fuck them, embrace it, and see how much better you feel about yourself, because that's what I did. Here I am, happy.
That's real shit. I mean, that's one thing you got to respect about the gay community is like it's got to be hard knowing your whole life. I mean, it's accepted now finally, but when I grew up and it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It was still. I still remember when I was a kid, everybody used to slang around the word. It was like if you're stupid or if you're dumb or you're a hater or something like that. You know, and it's been cool to grow up and see the change, and especially being cool with a friend and as an artist. You know. Just knowing somebody that's involved in that scene, because I've never really, you know, I have a gay uncle, but I've never really been like in the community or in the scene at all like that. But
and you would so get along with us now, then, right?
All day, yo.
Hey, you're not even gonna go there.
That's funny. So yeah, I just wanted.
If my was on the show, we'd have another discussion with y'all.
My bean.
But thank you, and that's I mean that's awesome. To know that I make somebody else feel better because I can be myself, that you can make somebody else see and open their eyes. I was raised Catholic, so I fought with myself harder than anything, and happiest I could be is being happy with me. No matter who you love, who you find, what you're doing, if that makes you happy and you still make yourself unhappy at the end of the day because you're lying to yourself or faking yourself, you'll never find what makes you tick, so let that go and be you.
And that's one thing people could take note from is I hate the amount of fakeness there is in the world. And, you know, that's one of the things that you can do is just embrace who you are, no matter who that is, and don't be afraid of who that is or afraid of rejection for who you are. Because, I mean, if you're rejected by your peers, then they aren't really your people anyways. And your people are out there and you'll find them because there's always somebody else that feels like you do and relates to what you do. So, I mean, that's just a little shout out to y'all. If you're younger cats, maybe you don't know yourself yet, you're trying to find out.
Be yourself.
Be yourself. You know, no matter who that is.
We still love you here at RhymeSick. Tell them Jenn the Gem says fuck you. I'm happy.
Word. Yeah, and so I mean that's what that is. But I just want to touch on the Pride Fest and shit. Show love to the LGBTB.
Hey, Statik,
check it out. What's up?
Can I real quick? I want to interject. Well, because Jim, I didn't know that. Which, whatever, that's fine. Dope. I still got love for you either way. I don't care. I just wasn't fucking aware because, well, it's not something that, well, I like I said, I wasn't aware. And it's because it's not something that it bothers me either way. I don't care. So it doesn't register. I'm just like, hey, Jim's fucking cool, you know? And I've had that happen with both males and females. But I'm curious. And I asked this of you, Jim, because it's something that I had Gabriella Megrin on a while ago. You know who Gabriella Megrin is? She was Whitney Peyton's manager for a while.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the book she wrote?
I am not. I'd like to lie to you and say I'm a reader, but I'm not.
Fair enough.
I like Harry Potter.
And I apologize to Gabriella Megrin. I cannot remember it, the name of the book. But it was a book that was about domestic violence in lesbian relationships. And I think, in lesbian and gay relationships and just the LGBTQ community, right? Which I think is funny because it's something that Statik, I can hear myself really bad in the background.
Well, talk quieter, bro. I'm just kidding. I'm turning you down.
Talk quieter. Well, I mean, I know I'm a loud motherfucker and all, Statik. My bad. Shit, here, I'll turn my gain down a little too. Maybe I was a little loud.
I'm just fucking with you, bro. Do your thing.
All right, but I'm curious, what's your whole perspective been as far as, like, have you seen domestic violence in that community and just what was it like? Because I'm telling you, to hear that from Gabriella Megrin, it was a very different perspective, and I'd never, I don't know, and I guess this is probably a common misconception, is that there's not really domestic violence in that community.
Well, it just depends. I mean, I guess it's just like every other type of relationship. I mean, you have people who get along, people who don't get along, people who are physical, people who aren't physical. In the gay community, I guess you would see that a lot more. Especially, I know a lot of my gay guy friends who go through that a lot. Like, they feel that they were unaccepted, and since they found that someone who accepts them, they feel like they have to do, say, or give whatever is necessary to hang on to that relationship because they think there's nothing else after that. It's hard to see later on into the future because everybody always told you it was never going to be there. You were never going to amount to that. So it's easier to accept, I mean, the love that they think they deserve. They think that they deserve this person who loves them. Oh, I'll spend my life with you. I'll be here for you. I'll help you. And then they have some sort of a hold and pull over you. But I think that that's the same thing in any relationship. I see it with men and women all the time. I can't tell you how many homegirls that, I mean, have come close to being beaten almost to death from their boyfriend because he's overpower them and stronger. Like, I mean, and in guys, they really don't realize how strong they are to one another because they probably have never been pushed to such a manly limit to where they expose their strength. So when they do, they didn't realize, oh, they punched him, but bam, broke his face. And then you can say that an accident. Everybody has their own problems. Everybody goes through their own shit. And, I mean, there's violence everywhere you go. It depends on who you choose. And as long as, like I said, as long as you're choosing to be gay and be with the person you are because they actually make you better, not just make you happy or make you happy about yourself, they make you better as a person, then it doesn't matter who you're with, guy, girl. Everybody's different. Everybody goes through bullshit. Like I said, I have a hard time touching on this because I know a lot of friends who have been beat up really bad through domestic violence, and I've seen it personally, and I know a lot of people who have and heard many stories. It doesn't matter what sort of relationship you're in. You run just as high of a risk as you do being in a heterosexual relationship as you do a homosexual relationship.
See, but
I can't speak from experience, obviously, but I can speak from what I know and what I've seen. And I know that it's probably not fair to say that a gay person or a non-gay person or, you know, what kind of relationship. It'd be like saying a black relationship or a Mexican relationship. You know, I think that people are people and you're going to get violence in any relationship. And no matter who you're with, I mean, it's obviously about who you bond and connect with, not necessarily about anything but that. You know, it's just about the love. And if you don't have it, you guys might have a bad relationship. You know, it is what it is. And maybe you fight through it and become a better relationship. Maybe you part ways. But the fact of the matter is that it can go either way, and it's all about love. And if it's worth it, you'll fight for it, you know, not necessarily fight about it.
And, I mean, I understand why people ask that question when it comes to gay people and the gay community, because we are such a guy and a guy. Obviously, people assume when you're with somebody just like you, it's not going to work out. You're going to bump heads. Well, They assume the same thing, guy and a guy, girl and a girl. Tell you what. Yes, we bump heads. Yes, girls scream, bitch, fight, and argue. Have you ever had a girlfriend? We got two in one relationship. Take it real. But you don't run any higher risk than you do any type of relationship. It depends on your reaction and what you bring to the table to any confrontation, conflict, or relationship.
You know, white people, they beat their wives when NASCAR players lose.
All the time.
Mexicans, we beat our women when Broncos lose. Black guys, they just fucking beat their women for not begging right. You know, everyone gets beat, you know. It happens.
My mom used to whip my ass, and I promise it was because I got a white daddy.
And that isn't even like a sexual relationship. See what I'm saying? People just get beat around here.
Beat up, beat down.
Whoop that ass. Whoop that trick. Get him.
Get him.
Like, I mean, if you're in an abusive relationship, you know what's best for you. You don't need anybody to tell you.
Yeah,
but other than that, if you don't know about someone else's relationship and you want to, mind your own goddamn business.
And shout out to Dale Earnhardt Jr.
What the fuck? Wait. Why the fuck did Dale Earnhardt Jr. just get a shout out on NFGR? I don't understand.
I'm sorry, my friend's on drugs half the time, and I don't know a lot of things that comes out of his mouth. Would you like to explain that one, Beth?
Isn't he a racer?
Yeah, he's talking about NASCAR drivers. And
all right, whatever.
Basically called him Ike.
That's fine. Much love to Mesn. Whatever. Static. I apologize.
I won't, unless it's fucking Jeff Gordon, I ain't beating no one's ass over a racer. I don't care. I'll beat my grandma's ass over Jeff Gordon. That's his name, right?
This is Raider Nation. That's what I know. So I had to throw that.
Now I gotta leave. I gotta go now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Just side note, yes, I was born and raised in Denver, Colorado. Yes, I know I should be a Bronco fan, but fuck your faces, because this Raider Nation is the way I was raised with my family, so it is what it is. Blah.
Hey, that's okay.
Boom.
Yeah.
Green Bay over here. What up? What? Yep. Green Bay for life.
That's because Alaska don't have a fucking.
Wisco? Fuck it. You know, Alaska, we rep Wisco.
He's like, I love the colors. I love the colors.
Green and yellow, green and yellow.
I don't know. Hey, real quick. My bad, Static, for getting the shit way too deep. I just had to I wanted to touch on that because I think it's a misconception. Not so much that there's not as much violence. And like I said, check out that interview we did with Gabrielle Megan on the No Fucks Given Hour for more information about that, and check out her book as well. But yeah, I'll shut the fuck up now. As Told by Us. That's the name of the book by Gabrielle Megan. As Told by Us. Thanks, babe.
Well, look that shit up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, if you're in a domestic violent relationship, you should probably just get out of it, or get some therapy, because it doesn't usually get better before it gets worse, you know what I'm saying? So figure it out, you know, that's on you, what you want to do with your life. I hope you make the right choice. But we do have time to get one more thing in here before we close this show. I did want to talk about, check it out. You can get our merch. I really wanted to talk about our merch. We got RhymeSick starter kits going out. We just sold another Monster City Fade one, which comes with Mesn and Jenn's solo albums, comes with 2 Fade albums, and it comes with a Bad Guy album, which is one of my CDs. You can find that. Hold up. You can find that at myrhymesick.com. myrhymesick.com, and you can get starter kits there. The starter kits are customizable. We just like to present options. So the Monster City Fade starter kit is up there right now. That's one option. You can get any of those CDs. You can get any of the CDs. You can get a shirt, hat pin. You can get a RhymeSick charm, 5 CDs, all those things. A shirt, a hat pin, RhymeSick charm. Hold up. A shirt, a hat pin, a RhymeSick charm, and 5 CDs, all for only $100. And that's available right now, $100. And
Sunday. On a Wednesday.
Boom. So yeah, go get you a RhymeSick starter kit. Support the squad. Rep your fucking team. Rep your nation. Rep your planet. This is Planet RhymeSick, bitch. So yeah, go check that out. If you don't see us, if you don't go check that out, then come check us out at the Stay Down tour. We are going to be there with Project Pat around the nation from motherfucking July 12th all the way out to August 5th. And then the next month, we're going to go ahead and pack up and hit the road again with D12. That's Conniva and Swifty McVeigh, and we're going to rock that shit. I'm happy to be working with those guys, and we got a lot more in the works, too, that I can't even talk about right now. But that's what we can talk about right now. So one other thing I wanted to touch on before we got to go is we do have a big gathering set we're going to be pushing. We will be in Oklahoma, and we're actually looking at doing potentially another show in Oklahoma. So we'll be hitting the gathering, and then we'll hit another Oklahoma City show and kind of rock both worlds. So if you're in Oklahoma, you're going to have a pleasant surprise whether you're at the gathering or not. But outside of that, make sure you stick around and keep fucking with Toxic, with RhymeSick. Keep fucking with Talk Snuff, with Team Snuff. And make sure you just fuck around with all the artists. We got Statik G and his, Monster City, Fade, Doc Seuss. I mean, we got my LSP homies and my family. We got, Damian Quinn, Scum, Insane Poetry, Liquid Assassin Class. We got a whole bunch of artists on Smalls One, a whole bunch of artists on the squad that are dope as fuck on both squads. But this day, we just want to focus on you guys coming and checking out us at the gathering. Sorry, I smoked a fat blunt and I'm high as fuck. But we're going to be at the gathering this year, 7/28. If you are there, make sure you come fuck with us. We are about to hit the road, though. Speaking of festivals, I want to drop one more. We are going to be at RhymeSick Fest. That RhymeSick Fest is in Alcova, Wyoming. So make sure you come through and fuck with it. We'll be there July 8th at Alcova, Wyoming. That's right outside of Casper, right outside where I was raised. And if you're a Casper, Wyoming fan, you're sitting here watching this or listening to this right now, hit me up. Hit up one of my people. Joe. Hit up my brother Generation, Alphamatic, fucking all the homies. Hit up whoever you got to hit up. We're going to have the whole squad there. So make sure you fuck with RhymeSick Fest. Make sure you fuck with us at the gathering. Make sure you fuck with us at Gore Fest. Make sure you check us out tonight at Beat Made Fest, because we got all these festivals we fucking with. And if you're listening like Mesn, make sure you throw your hands up and say, yeah, we're going to Beat Made Fest. We're going to RhymeSick Fest. throw your hands up and say, we're going to Gore Fest, and we're going to be at the Gathering and the Stay Down tour and the Statik G Monster City No Fucking Days Off tour. So
I know they can't see me.
I know they can't see him.
You wish you could.
Do it like they can. But you know what? Make sure you have your grandma buy some of them booty shorts, motherfucker.
We are hoping your grandma rocks some booty shorts. Just for the principle, you know? Maybe show what she's working with. Maybe just to support the team. Maybe she gives them to her hot granddaughter or something. We don't know yet. But with that being said, we got a couple songs we're going to play for you. A couple Monster City song jams. And we're going to play a Statik G jam or two. And then we're going to go ahead and close out this Talk Sick with RhymeSick special. And go ahead and stick around. Next month, we're going to have Doc Seuss in this bitch. And we're going to make it pop with my man, Doc Seuss, the one and only. So, hit me up, y'all. You know my name, Statik G. This has been Talk Sick with RhymeSick. We have my homegirl Jenn in this bitch with a special guest appearance by Mesn, completing the Monster City.
Monster City.
And we are going to introduce my cat, Goku.
This is Goku, everybody.
Say something. What's up, Gokes?
I was giving this to you.
Goku.
He's like, no.
Aww.
All right, there you go. She said hi. And she said, peace the fuck out, because we got to go. But much love. If you're listening at home, make sure to call us next week or check in next week. We are going to do a special where we just take calls, and we'll have as many RhymeSick cats as we can in this bitch. Hopefully the whole squad can be there taking questions, and we can just do a whole special episode. So catch us on that special for August. For now, July, we will have Doc Seuss. August will be the special questionnaire with RhymeSick. And after that, stay tuned. We'll have a lot more for you. Much love. This is your boy, Statik G.
Hell yeah. And real quick, man, much love to you, Statik, Mesn, and Jenn, always. And I'm telling you right now, you need to ease the pain. Keep it over at No Fucks Given Radio, because we rock that LSP, RhymeSick, and over 140 fucking artists in rotation. Keep that shit on lock, man. That's it. This is Ease the Pain by Jenn, featuring Mesn and Ilsilla. Have a good night.
Peace.
Drinking again, sinking again, and I'm thinking I might be giving in. Inking up in a link in a sense, and I'm thinking that I never got a chance to win. But should I really care? Do I even give a damn? Tossing up my hair cause I can feel it kicking in. What's next? Rough sex with a little gin, pixie dust, and I follow Jenn to the promised land. Oh my, take me home now, let me go. Lose your mind, consume your soul. Have another hit, give this here a little try. Tell me your pain don't ease when you get high. Don't look the same as me, but inside my vice, stay up, don't come down, cause you might die. Get it, yes, sinking in, see the bigger picture. Don't give a fuck when you're small, I feel a little bigger. Give it up, call a loss or pull the fucking trigger. Give me the gun, give it up, give it up. If you don't understand, then you never will. Everybody, they the man, but they can't deal with all the drama, all the stress, all the damn pills. And this is how I see my head, losing my mind time and time again. Trying to find a friend, cause I'm my own worst enemy. Sending me nothing but pills, wine and gin. Trying to swim, but I've died within. Losing my head, losing my mind time and time again. Trying to find a friend, cause I'm my own worst enemy. Sending me nothing but pills, wine and gin. Trying to swim, but I've died within.
I can't take back all the things I did. Forget about it, wasn't right, you did. Can't complain about the life I live, but I die for the life of a righteous man. Told my wife we never fight again. Promise that it'd be alright again. Don't know why that we won't pretend that we ain't gonna fight before the night shit ends. So I don't know why I'm feeling depressed. Maybe cause you never see it when I'm doing my best. Breaking down 8 balls, making a mess. Heart being so hard, feel like spraying through my chest. Now they hitting cause a little nigga get it in. Popping out a roll and chasing down with Ritalin. Never seen you tell me who wanna be. Saying about all my haters and I see you on the Michigan. I'm not sure if we'll ever even meet again. I can feel the feeling really start sinking in. What a mess, got me feeling depressed. See, I'm trying to reach the top, but I guess I better think again. All I know is ain't a damn thing changed. Little mess, I'm just doing my thing. Take a couple lines just to clear my mind, and a couple more lines just to ease the pain.
Losing my head, losing my mind time and time again. Trying to find a friend, cause I'm my own worst enemy. Sending me nothing but pills, wine and gin. Trying to swim, but I've died within. Losing my head, losing my mind time and time again. Trying to find a friend, cause I'm my own worst enemy. Sending me nothing but pills, wine
no more. Please, Lord, I don't wanna kill no more. Mama, I don't really wanna take these pills no more. I've been yelling and screaming out, but they still don't know. And they don't get it, forget it, I'm out of fucks to give. It'll be too soon if I ever trust again. If she a lost one, let me adjust a bit. There's no sense in crying over a busted lip. And yet I can't escape the way I feel in my head. And my heart is beatless, I have a feeling my dead. If I feel a beat, know that I'm a killer beat red. What the feelings we get, are you feeling me yet? It's been a long ride down this teared up river. And you're stuck, give up, you're fucked, his up. Had a lot of beef in the game, but I don't diss him, just to miss him. And let him see that I don't miss him. When I think about the past I've had, really I ain't thinking what the blast I've had. Don't nobody know me, you can ask my dad. Break it down, but the smile is a mask I've had. Let's remove it and hide, find time that we losing. Time leaving bruises, time that she chooses. Run up on the mic like finally some music.
Sing my head, sing my mind, time and time again. Trying to find a friend, cause I'm my own worst enemy. Sending me nothing but pills, wine and gin. Try to swim, but I die within. Losing my head, losing my mind, time and time again. Trying to find a friend, cause I'm my own worst enemy. Sending me nothing but pills, wine and gin. Try to swim, but I die within. Losing my head, losing my mind, time and time again. Trying to find a friend, cause I'm my own worst enemy. Sending me nothing but pills, wine and gin. Try to swim, but I've died within. Losing my head, losing my mind, time and time again. Trying to find a friend, cause I'm my own worst enemy. Sending me nothing but pills, wine and gin. Try to swim, but I've died within. Come ease my pain.